My name is Jason Davis.
My name is Malenga Chola.
Delaram Sadhu.
My name's Luke Hill.
Our production, we are called MJDL Productions, which is the initials for our first names, and our film is called Z.
The synopsis for Z is it's a noir-based film. It's on the Zodiac killings, which actually took place in the 70s, but we're using an alternate timeline to take it back to the 40s to help create that more noir feel. Detective number 1 is called Misty. That's an abbreviation for mysterious.
And that would be me. Misty is the main character detective on the case. She is 35 years old, determined, and is a workaholic. She is on the edge of a major breakthrough in the notorious Zodiac case. She just needs that last push, and Cecilia is that exact push. Misty is very close to her work buddy or workmate called Luce. And that's Detective 2, which is for Lucifer.
Luce is laid back in terms of work, often withdrawn, 37 years old, scheming and hiding something. Luce is notorious for not working by the book, highly temperamental and often violent, which is true to life in terms of detectives of the day. He's actually secretly the Zodiac, or maybe even a copycat, responsible for the murder of Brian and the assault of Cecilia. Luce is very close to Misty, making the act even more atrocious. Then we have our femme fatale, which is... Oh no, we have Detective 3, which is the chief, sorry.
The chief is, that's Spatria character. He is 53 years old, he's in charge, commander. He gives all the knowledge to Luce and Misty, and he's sent about information within the film. The next character is the female fatale, which is Celia.
Cecilia is a real victim of the Zodiac. She was 22 years old when she was murdered. An interpretation of Cecilia is much different to that of reality. She intends to survive the attack. Cecilia becomes disturbed at the death of her boyfriend, avoid the police due to fear, and become an alcoholic shut-in. Additionally, she gained the disdain for the police due to their negligence of the case and the inability to catch the Zodiac. Brian is Cecilia's boyfriend.
Brian's boyfriend is a real victim of the Zodiac. He's 20 years old when he was attacked by the Zodiac. Celia were at the park, totally wrapped up in one of her friends, the Zodiac, taking Brian's life.
This is scene by scene. It actually begins with a flashback scene which shows the murder which took place the night before. That's actually the character Brian, which ends up dying. It's dark and moody, and we're going to use shadows to express the murder or the act itself.
There's Detective 2, where we're going to use a green screen to create an atmosphere, because there's only 4 of us, so we're going to make the atmosphere look like there's more detectives than we actually have. Make it look larger.
Scene 3 is a flashback walking in the park, and Cecilia's boyfriend Brian gets attacked and getting killed.
Scene 12 is the crime scene where it finds evidence of jewelry, earring or a ring, which finds that Brian did have a girlfriend.
Scene 5, they go back to Brian and Cecilia's apartment, and they find her drunk, and it's going to be smoky and extremely dark, as most noir films are.
Scene 6, the interrogation scene, is where Detective Misty will be interrogating Cecilia side to side, where they're going to make it look where she's going to get interrogated by the detective.
Scene 7 is done with interrogation, scratched detective on the neck, and the stone of the scratch.
Scene 8 is at the apartment of the second detective, which they find evidence of a weapon and ask what the scratch is about.
In scene 9, they're wrapping up the case as it's been solved. They go back to the office, and there'll be low noir music within the background.
Scene 10 is still undecided. We're still trying to decide if we should have a cliffhanger or we'll still be in the office.
And that is our movie.